Simple. It's about overcoming complexity. Simple for us means being smarter about everything we do. We wanted to apply that idea to make us healthier. A main component of being healthy is, are you moving enough? So we wanted to ask that very simple question and answer it with a simple product. So we came up with the Shine. The Shine is an activity tracker that's smart, elegant, and really strong. It's carved out of a block of solid metal. If you want to be technical about it, it's carved out of aircraft-grade aluminum by micro laser drills. So we've built it to last. Because it's made of solid metal, transmitting wirelessly is almost impossible. But to keep things simple, we developed a new type of wireless sync technology. All you have to do is place the Shine on your smartphone. The Shine synchronizes with your phone, communicating with the app, which is now available on the iOS App Store. Your sync is complete. No wires, cables, or pairing. Simple, and I think really cool. After studying how people use their activity trackers, we noticed the main use, making sure you reach your daily activity goal. With the Shine, you check your progress by tapping the surface. The LED lights display how close you are to achieving your goal. Answering the question, are you moving enough? It registers your bike pedals, swim strokes, and distance traveled by sensing your movements. And it's the size of a quarter, so it's easy to wear even when wearing almost nothing. It's waterproof, practical, and elegant. In keeping with our philosophy of thoughtful simplicity, we're trying to simplify the process of making stuff. That means we run a tight ship with a small team. And that's why we're starting here at Indiegogo. It's what we call the lean hardware movement, making it better from the beginning, prove that there's demand, and then create. We're also going to open the Shine's API so anyone can make something new, and we're inviting people to create their own apps. It's about making things smarter through simplicity. We put a tremendous amount of time and energy into making the Shine. We're looking to you to prove you'll love it just as much as we hope you will. By funding our project, you're saying that you want it. And it allows us to overcome the complexities of manufacturing and lets us focus on simply making a great, elegant product.
Xin chào mừng quý vị và các bạn đến với chương trình Đồng tiền thông minh trên kênh truyền hình FBNC. Và ngày hôm nay thì chúng tôi có một vị khách mời đặc biệt, đó chính là anh Sonny Vũ, là sáng lập viên của Misfit Wearables. Hi Sonny, thanks so much for coming back. So finally you make it, Misfit Wearables, and you won like over $800,000 US on Indiegogo, a crowdfunding site. Mm-hmm. So how does that result tell you about the product?
You know, for us, one of the most important outcomes was the fact that it gave us some proof that consumers actually want this product. Mm-hmm. You know, the Shine is kind of it's a very different product, and so we wanted to make sure that people actually would buy the product.
So crowdfunding is like a typical path for like a hardware company to get fund?
You know, it hasn't been all that typical, mm-hmm. But it's becoming more popular. I think people are realizing the power of crowdfunding, that it's not just about the money, but the consumer insights that you get from doing it.
And what are some of the feedback that you get from the consumers when they pre-order the Shine product?
Well, first of all, the most interesting feedback is the fact that people are willing to pay for it, and the fact that 8,000 people would pay for something that they might get 6 months later. Mm-hmm. I think indicates that, okay, this is probably something that people will generally want, mm-hmm. you know, or at least it gave us an indicator of it. But the other thing is just different, you know, learning what features in the product appeal to people, you know, because you can watch the online comments, and you can watch what people are generally talking about. You know, people love the fact that it's waterproof and that you can swim with it. You know, people love the fact that it's beautiful and it's made of metal and not cheap plastic materials. And so those things are important.
How about things that they don't like about it?
You know, things that they don't like about the Shine, I don't know, maybe they don't like the price, but, you know, we're the same price mm-hmm. as other products out there. You know, we haven't had too many comments about people not liking the product. It's a pretty simple product that appeals to a lot of people.
And when you have pre-orders for the Shine products on a crowdfunding called Indiegogo, what is the percentage of the people coming from overseas and from the U.S.?
Oh, yeah, that was something that was really interesting. You know, we found out that almost about 30% of people who supported our campaign were from overseas, from outside the U.S. We had no idea. We thought it would just be mostly U.S., probably San Francisco, but it was all 50 states, and we had 64 countries order it.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
How about Vietnam?
Oh yeah, we had some. We had a number of orders in Vietnam. Not a whole lot, but some. We even had orders from Cambodia and
Really?
all sorts of places.
What have you learned the most from other campaigns on Indiegogo when you do crowdfunding like that?
From other campaigns, we learned about things that worked and things that didn't work. It really just turns out that some of the most important things in order to make a campaign successful is good assets. Just having a good video and a good photography, that's important. But I think at the end of the day, I think probably the most important thing we learned, and time again, is that the story has to be good. There has to be a compelling story and a good reason for why people should be interested in your campaign. Not all campaigns are hardware products. Some of them are like a film or a movie or a song even, And, people buy into the experience and the story. They want to buy into the story and say, I want to be a part of that story.
But how do you know that people is going to wear it? I mean, what is your story that you want to tell people?
The story basically is two things. I think people want to know very basic things, and they want to be healthier. I think people want to be healthier and they want to look better. And one of the simplest things to help you look better and be healthier is if you are more active, if you move more. Okay, so there's kind of a need there, a deep human health need there. But the other part of it is I think they want to look good. They don't want to wear technology. People don't want technology. People want great experiences and products. And so we wanted to make something that would help you look better and be healthier, but while doing that, make you look good, and I think that's been overlooked. So the story is having something that makes you look good, that is really easy to use.
So how many trials and errors you actually have done in order to come up with a really, really, cool design like that, very small and round shape?
We iterated a lot with the design. I mean, probably
what was the initial design?
Over 12 times we've iterated the product, and it doesn't look all that different to the consumer, but for us, the changes were enormous, But one of the best ways we learned was just, watching our potential competitors and other products, and just seeing, okay, how are the other products doing? And it turns out that this category is doing very well. Millions of these products are sold each year, and we just thought, wow, we could definitely participate in this market.
I see most of the products, like the Fitness trackers devices, are made from rubber or plastic, but you go with aluminum, which is different. Why?
Yeah. If you think about the things that you wear, it's you wear cotton, you wear cashmere, maybe precious metals, precious stones, fur, leather.
Yeah.
Those are things that people generally want to wear. They don't, people don't generally want to wear plastic and rubber, right?
Okay.
Unless they have to.
Right.
Maybe on your shoes, but that's different. So we wanted to make something that was special, something out of maybe fabric or ceramics or wood even. Metal. So, but
ceramics got cool.
Ceramics would be cool. Yeah, no, it's really hard to do that. But so we ended up just finding a great material, a metal that it's a high density aerospace grade aluminum. Wow. It's a special kind of aluminum that is super strong and very light.
But that would be more costly. Right?
It's expensive. I mean, this is not a cheap product to make.
So how do you, manage costs for your company?
Well, as they say, you try to make it up in volume, right? But really, it's about refining the manufacturing process so that you can be efficient.
This product, Chai, is made from 4 different factories around
That's
the
right.
world.
Just the shell requires 4 different places to make it. It's pretty complicated, and then the final assembly and whatnot done at a 5th facility. So there's probably one of the engineering challenges that the largest engineering challenges we had to overcome was how do you make a product like this in large quantities? If it was plastic, then you would just use plastic injection molded technology, shoot some plastic into a mold, and then you make a bunch of them. But we wanted to make something special for users. Something.
Why do you have to spread out like that? I mean, can you make it to one place and make it cheaper?
Well, there's no one place that can make it.
Really?
These are very
That's complicated.
Yeah, these are very specialized processes.
But the factory, I see, there's no factory from China.
No, we don't do anything in China. We just sell to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But does it make from China? Does it make it cheaper?
I don't know. You know, we just found that the Japanese and the Koreans have a much, at least the people we met have a great craftsmanship culture, who and the folks that we found are into high precision engineering and manufacturing, and that's what we need. You know, we're not making little plastic toys. These are sophisticated. This is a pretty sophisticated product, you know, that have a high tolerances in manufacturing.
Thưa quý vị, vừa rồi là chia sẻ của anh Sonny Vũ, là sáng lập viên của Misfit Wearables, là nhà sáng lập ra sản phẩm Misfit Shine. Chúng tôi sẽ quay trở lại sau ít phút nữa.